Hey guys, this is our first YouTube video. You can see us.
Here we are.
Yeah, we're get over here a little bit. Yeah, you can see what we look like now. We just
This is
wanted to
us.
kind of kick in, and I mean, I'm Sneed,
I'm Chad.
and we just kind of wanted to kick in and talk a little bit about WWE's Thunderdome. There's been
The Thunderdome.
yeah, we didn't really get to talk a lot about it on the pod last night. We kind of meant to talk about it, but it's kind of good that we get to talk about it today because there were actual pictures that came out today.
Yeah, and the pictures look wild, man.
Looks
Not,
interesting.
it really does. And totally not what I was expecting.
No, I mean, because we've seen what it looks like with the NBA doing it, but this is a whole different. I mean, this is more of an arena setup. So
Yeah, it definitely gives the vibe of arena. I mean, even more so than the NBA. Like the NBA, they almost took that concept and leave it up to the WWE to just take that concept and jack it up on steroids because
yeah.
this is intense.
Well, with the NBA, it's kind of just one wall of
Right.
a video, and this is in the round. I mean, everybody. It's set up at the Amway Center. It's, I guess, their residency now. They've kind of moved out of the Performance Center.
So are they
And
pretty much there for the foreseeable future? I know they're there for SummerSlam, but what?
yeah, it seems like so. What it says that they're going to be doing their weekly programming and even tentpole events. So I would say Raw, SmackDown. I'd say Raw, SmackDown, and probably any pay-per-view. I'd say NXT will probably stay at the Performance Center. That's just.
I heard someone say they're moving NXT back to Full Sail.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. That I'm not sure on that, but they were talking about it on Bustin' Open, so I believe they are moving back to Full Sail.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more excited to see what they do because hopefully this. I don't know what it is, but what they're doing right now in the Performance Center just doesn't have my attention. So
No, and they've improved. I mean, when they very first started, the camera angles were focused on the crowd, and then they kind of did the Ring of Honor, took a page out of AEW and pointed the hard cam at the entranceway. That helped.
yeah,
But even then, they didn't have any people in the crowd, and then they brought in, I guess, developmental talent, so that helped. But it's still lacking. So I'm more interested with the Thunderdome. It looks cool, but
yeah,
I want to see what the energy is like.
yeah. Because they say that it's going to be complete with pyrotechnics, lasers, cutting edge graphics, and drone cameras.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't know.
or,
I mean, in theory, it sounds cool, but knowing how WWE does things, I mean, this has potential to be the most overproduced stuff that they've ever done.
oh, absolutely. And are you going to be able to hear the people at home? Like, okay,
Yeah.
there's faces there now. We see the heads, the digital heads,
Right.
but what about crowd noise? Because now you've moved out. Obviously, now you don't have developmental talent around the ring because you have these digital faces. So is there an audio component to this, or?
Yeah. That's a great question because I just can't imagine. I can't imagine me sitting on a video watching a live event and completely just losing myself like I would in a crowd.
Right, right.
You're not going to have any chance. There's not going to be any chance. I mean, you can't organize a chant with the dude sitting at the computer next to you.
Right. And
So, I mean,
what did you say about them? They released a statement about the shirts that people are wearing
yeah,
in the videos.
they encourage everybody to be wearing WWE licensed product. And if you're not, then they have the right to kick you off your feed. So essentially you lose your seat if you're wearing an FTR shirt or, I mean, they say anything that's not licensed, but let's be real. We're talking about AEW t-shirt.
Yeah, that's exactly
There's no
what
question. That's exactly what they're talking about is if you're wearing a Strong Island t-shirt, you're out.
You're out. You're getting the boot.
But here's another question. What if you're wearing a Hawkins and Ryder shirt that was licensed by WWE? Are they still going to let that slide past superstars?
I mean, you'd have to, right? Like, what if somebody's wearing a Macho Man shirt? Are you going to just discriminate against people that just left?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're an out-of-touch 70-year-old man, who knows?
That's true. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I would say they would allow anything that was licensed by them, but definitely not gonna see any,
no
Demo God shirts.
No Demo God shirts, no Jimmy Havoc shirts.
No, probably won't see. Did they even sell any of those?
They might have had one or two. Probably not anymore.
Yeah, definitely not anymore. But I mean, I'm interested to see. I think tomorrow night is our first first live event with this. I guess tonight was or today they did like a test.
I think it was a test run. That's where the pictures came from, was the test. Because when I started seeing this pictures pop up on social media, I was like, is today Friday?
Yeah. And I don't know if maybe I did not know that. Looked like they had a match going on, and I had no clue who was in that match.
When I scrolled by, it looked like Daniel Bryan in the ring to me, but I didn't really pay attention. I was just kind of scrolling through.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know. It looked like
Lee Johnson and
could have been. I mean, maybe he made the drive. I don't know.
Took a flyer to Orlando.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that far from Jacksonville. So, but yeah, definitely interested to see. I mean, I'm sure we'll talk more about it on Saturday. We'll have,
we'll recap it for sure.
Yeah. And another thing, kind of moving on from that, AEW looks like they're going to actually have fans in attendance.
I know what did they announce? 10 to 15% capacity.
The first one that they're doing is going to be 10%. And I know Daly's Place I think it's 5,000 or 5,500. So looks like they're going to be doing around 500 tickets for the show. So
that's next Dynamite, not this Saturday, obviously, but that's next week's Dynamite.
Thursday, I think it's a Thursday night.
Yeah. They're
going to do, and from what they're saying is you're going to be in your own pod with people, like you're not going to be able to leave your pod. And I believe it's going to be 2, 4, or 6 tickets that you can get. So
we should try to get tickets and drive.
It'd be crazy. And everybody has to you have to wear a face covering all the time, and you have to get your temperature checked before entering Daly's Place.
That's not bad.
No,
there are people on Twitter right now pitching a fucking fit
over the tickets.
I saw some girl tweet, like, just remember when you're laying in the hospital that Jericho and the talent from AEW won't be in the hospital with you.
Come on, like they're taking every precaution. It's an outdoor venue.
It's an outdoor venue. They're taking precaution. It's a huge venue. So if you put 500 people in there and spread them out accordingly, you're never interacting with these people.
It's 10% of an amphitheater.
Here's the thing, and this might be unpopular opinion, but dude, at a certain point, you got to start edging back to normalcy.
Yeah, I mean, and I think 10% is a good way to start, because you can gauge everything. You can, I mean, it gives you enough room with only 10% of this 5,000 seat venue. I mean, you can spread people out. if as long as you're keeping your 6-foot social distancing, as long as you keep all that in place, I mean,
I'm with you.
I think it's good that they are allowed to do 10%. I mean, it's just edging, but like you said, edging back into, some sort of normalcy with fans.
I think it's funny that WWE announces this Thunderdome thing, like, oh, we're going to have a stadium full of digital fans, and then AEW, it's like counter move, like, oh, okay, well, we're going to actually bring fans in.
Yeah, we're gonna have you guys want to come
Yeah.
on. We'll try that. So
it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, and I just hope that it goes well. I hope that this is just the first step towards increasing that percentage, like working our way back to full capacity, slowly but surely.
Well, and also speaking of fans, bringing fans, they, in another sense, they're apparently bringing in a bunch of actual fans to keep the circulation in the place ventilated really well.
Oh, so they're just going to blow the virus around then. That's what people on Twitter are going to say.
Well, that's absolutely what they're going to say. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows.
They're just going to stir that COVID soup up and spray it all over the place with the fans.
And I don't think, maybe the people that are complaining, they don't realize that everybody that's there, that's a member of the roster, or anyone that has any contact with any of the wrestlers or any of the company, they're all tested
daily.
Yeah.
Like I just started watching the Hard Knocks HBO series.
Mm-hmm.
And they're covering the 2 Los Angeles NFL teams, the Rams and the Chargers.
Yeah.
And it's pretty interesting just because it's showing like training camp during COVID era. And their entire coaching staff, all their players, every day they come into the training facility, they are swabbed. Like every day they're swabbed. And that's what AEW is doing. Every time these guys come for tapings, they're checked. They get those wristbands, like everything. It seems pretty.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you watch the show and you see any of the talent, they'll have bright. I mean, it's different colors, but they're like either bright pink, bright green wristbands on.
Right.
That's saying, "Hey, I've been tested. I'm clear and I'm good to go."
Right.
But we'll see. It's two big, interesting crowd concepts from 2 different companies. So I'm excited to see how it plays out both ways, really.
Yeah. The digital Thunderdome against 10% Jacksonville Daly's Place capacity. It'll be fun to see how both of them. I just hope this is just a sign of, like we said, a step in the right direction of going back to the way things should be and used to be.
Yeah.
In a safe manner.
Just for the record, too, I'll go ahead and say it. I hate the name Thunderdome.
It doesn't look like
they're using that.
No, like Thunderdome looks like something they should have referred to the WWE Underground.
Yeah.
Like when I think Thunderdome, I think Mad Max. I don't think 2,000 video screens.
No, Thunderdome sounds very much more ominous than what it actually is. It's people on computer screens.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering about the audio element.
Right.
Because when I think Thunderdome, I think of a loud arena. So are these fans going to be mic'd? And that's weird when you're cheering from home. Super weird.
Yeah, can you imagine like living in if you're in an apartment complex and you're on Thunderdome and there's your neighbor hears you just screaming, Get him! Get him!
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. And you had said that it was something that they could have referred to Underground as for Thunderdome.
Yeah, I mean, that whole concept I think is just ridiculous, but
Yeah, well, I think the only place that should be referred to is the garbage.
yeah, it should
Hey,
be underground, should be put underground. It's
yeah,
not good.
yep.
Terrible.
They need to bury it with some lime and concrete because it's an absolute. I mean,
It's
it
just silly.
it sucks.
The
Sucks.
only you're trying something. I'll give you that. But
I mean, at the very least, that's what they got. They'll get that from me.
well, the camera work is just god awful. That's the thing that just ruins it for me. It's absolutely god awful.
It's the music in the background,
The dancers,
the dancers, and then just the constant low volume kind of
house music,
yeah. I was gonna say club, yeah, house music that they have playing. Like
shitty house music,
I don't know, man.
3 pseudo strippers, and Shane McMahon jumping around like an idiot.
Well, hopefully, like all of their storylines, this is short lived.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. All
So
right.
yeah,
But yeah, that just kind of wanted to come on and talk about that. Do you have anything else you wanted to add to it?
no man, I'm ready to see it all play out for better or for worse.
We got a big weekend coming up for wrestling. This is a huge weekend.
Yeah, we got
as far as
AEW, NXT Takeover, SummerSlam. It's a big weekend.
and then the first Thunderdome tomorrow night to kind of check out how that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a weekend chock full of pro wrestling.
I'm excited. It's a great time.
Yeah, and we'll be back with you. You'll hear the normal podcast on Apple and Spotify to Saturday. You'll hear that. We'll have Hawk on his normal segment.
He'll be back. Yeah, we'll probably I figure we'll probably record that right after Dynamite goes off, so it'll probably be up late Saturday night, early Sunday.
Yep, it'll be a late I'd say probably late Saturday before midnight it should go up. So but yeah, I'm sure there'll hopefully be links on here where you guys can come follow us also.
Yeah. Follow the link in the description. Follow us on Instagram, Turnbuckle Tavern. Follow us at Twitter at Tbuckle Tavern. Go to our bios on either one of those page, and it'll send a link tree where you can go to our Pro Wrestling Tee shop, check a shirt out.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we'll see you. We'll be in your ears on Saturday night.
Yes, we will.
All right.